Welcome to the Panic Button, everyone. I'm Nina. So Stranger Things episode 7, The Bridge, came out, and a lot of people are talking about it. And I can understand why. Because the scene where Will comes out is gay is completely unbelievable, serves no purpose to the plot. And it wasn't completely out of left field because everyone knew he was gay. And if you didn't know he was gay, then you were living in a bubble because it was completely and plainly obvious to see the whole time, except for when he was a kid. That was up in the air. But people are clearly upset because this scene was built up to be this great reveal. Like when I was watching it, it seemed like Will was going to say something that was going to change the whole show. It was going to change the plot. It was going to change the way that we saw the bad guys and we saw Will. And maybe they were going to tell us some big reveal like, oh, Will has been possessed the whole time by Vecna. It's all a big ploy. And I was waiting for something that was really going to be shocking because this is the second to last episode. So what are we gonna find out? And then we find out what we already knew. He's gay. And everyone breathed a collective sigh of, what the fuck? That's how I felt. When I was watching it, my initial thought was, okay, this could go one of two ways. We're either going to get a big reveal that's going to be very shocking, or they're going to do the woke thing. I was hoping that they were going to do something different, that they were going to shock me with reveal. But instead, they did the woke thing, and I was like, don't do it. They did it, damn it. Ugh. Why? Oh, I know why. But really? Really? Are we really? Now, for a show that takes place in the 1980s, they have the aesthetic of the 1980s, the clothes, the music, the social climate, except for the gay thing. The gay thing, we're going to make that so it's more like 2011 instead of the 1980s. I mean, if you look up the 1980s in Indiana and how they treated gay, it doesn't make any sense when they're adhering to everything with the 80s, aside from the aliens thing, and aside from the gay thing. They adhere to everything else, but the gay thing, we're going to leave that more loosey-goosey. But in the 1980s in Indiana, the general attitude was that being openly gay was socially risky and often dangerous. It was conservative. It was very churchy. They didn't have the don't ask, don't tell. Coming out could cost you your family, your job. It was often stigmatized, and gay was often shamed, okay? Gay marriage wasn't even a concept. Nobody had even heard of that one. There was no legal status for gay people. There was a lot of police harassment. Courts weren't your friend. You didn't have any rights as a gay person, okay, in Indiana. And also, this was in the middle of the AIDS crisis. It was in the middle of the AIDS crisis. Gay men were openly blamed for the disease, all right? So you know how that went down. And media fear-mongering was completely brutal, and sympathy was very scarce for gays. Moral judgment was everywhere. So when you're taking this guy who is coming out as gay in the 80s, you think to yourself, I mean, if you've lived through the 80s, especially, you're thinking to yourself, this would have never happened. Maybe in San Francisco, yeah. But in Indiana, no, it's not happening. So when you create a show to where everything is like the 80s, and then there's an alien invasion, so we are taking ourselves out of reality because the alien thing and what makes it a thriller and kind of a horror, and it's grabbing your attention and it's making you relate to the characters or the nostalgia of the 80s, and it's taking you back in time. And then this scene happens, you're just like, whoa, this is the big secret? Something that's completely out of the 80s, wouldn't have happened in the 80s? What are you guys doing? Why would you do this? Now it's the lowest rated episode of Stranger Things out of every season because it was so just unnecessary. You think you're going to get something that's going to blow your mind, and instead it just Made you want to blow a shit in your pants. You just get so mad. That's how I felt anyway. So while I was watching this, Will is and he's very like weepy and very yappy. Like, God, he just keeps going on and on and on and on. And we're like, get to it. What the hell is this? Meanwhile, deep down, you're just hoping it's not the woke thing. You're hoping it's not, because this is such a big buildup. The scene goes on. And you're just waiting to find out something that is just a nothing burger. And there's a few questions I have as well. Why is the whole town there? I mean, and he's crying through the whole thing as well. Like, he did something really wrong, or he's hiding this big secret that he's very, very ashamed of. Like, he did something bad. And he didn't do anything bad. It's just, oh my God. I mean, there's just so many people in this room. Like, and another thing, the world's about to end. The Vecna's about to destroy the world pretty much. They don't have time to be sitting here for like 12 minutes or for however long the scene is and listen to this bullshit that has nothing to do with anything. Of course, they're using it as well, Will can't fight Vecna unless he faces his fears. And in order to face his fears, he has to come out to everybody. That's his superpower? Gay? Gay is his superpower. You're telling me that he has to face his gayness and then he could fight Vecna. Okay, now you blew everything up. I was just so disappointed. And I'm gay. When you're making the gays cringe over the gayness in your show, you know you're doing something retarded, okay? This was retarded. I mean, what about Mike's dad? Is he dead? Is he dead? Oh, we need to. Who cares? We need to hear Will's big secret. Well, the world's about to end. You know, we don't have time, but we have to sit down and listen to this guy yap in order for him to come out about being gay. It's like, God, this is what we're doing? The second to last episode. And this is it? Ah, Maron. What a letdown. And also, what's with Robin? Can someone give her some bread, some pasta primavera, some lasagna, some gnocchis, give her some cannolis, 15 cannolis, shove them down her throat. The woman needs to eat. She looked like a normal human being when she first showed up, and now she looks like a cancer patient. She looks like she hasn't eaten in months. It just took it just became weird, man. And I don't mean weird in gay is weird. No. Gay is like normalized. They're trying to make gay normal in the 1980s in this show, when everything else is up to par with the 80s in this show, aside from the gay thing. What the hell? And then he says, I don't want you to see me differently. But what about Robin? She's a lesbian. Everyone knows she's a lesbian. Well, pretty much everyone knows she's a lesbian. And you know what? None of them care. So if he sees that no one cares that she's a lesbian, why is he so afraid to come out to everyone else? Is there there's a difference between a gay man and a lesbian, but back in the 80s, there wasn't. Not to normal people. Gay was gay, no matter if it was a woman or if it was a man. You were still hated the same, pretty much. Aside from the AIDS thing, but then lesbians were still thrown in there. Oh, and another thing, when he's talking about saying like, I'm different, I was thinking to myself, is he like an alien? Is he something like that? Like he just builds it up so much. I'm like, what is it? Don't do it. Please don't do it. What is it? Something big? Please don't do it. Please don't do it. I'm ready. Come on, let's really give it the gusto. Let's really make this show. Let's give it some more. And then no, please, God, don't do it. Just don't do it. And they did it, and it was like, oh, for the life of Jesus, what the shit. Then he says, I don't like girls. And you see Robin in the back. You did it. It's good. There you go. I'm here for you. That's how I feel about it. I feel sick. Ooh, it's so cringy. I'll take something that never happened in the 80s for $5,000, Alex. What the Oh, it was so cringy. It was so cringy. I don't like girls. Who cares? We already knew. That's the thing, is that the audience already knew this. We already knew. You were building it up like it was supposed to be a big reveal for the audience when the audience already knew this. If you're going to make a big build-up, do it about something that the audience didn't know, that maybe has a little bit more oomph to it. Something that's coming out of left field, not something everyone saw the whole time. And then you got the hug scene. You got, just give me a hug. Oh, pretend I'm giving you a hug. Oh, wait, I'm here for you. I'll always be here for you. That wouldn't have happened in the 80s. Maybe this family was more progressive than the families in Indiana in the 80s. But I highly doubt every single one of those people in the room would have been like, that's cool. Yeah, why not? That's cool. Yeah. No, wouldn't have happened. You didn't have to make it, you didn't have to make it such a big thing, too. It was so big. We were waiting for something big, not something like, we already knew. Is that what that was? You let me get all built up on the edge of my seat waiting for, That's how I felt. It was caca. I didn't like it. As a gay person, I say that is an F. F, 2 thumbs down by Siskel and Nina. Bad, not good. Anyway, that's how I feel about this. That's how I felt about this episode. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.